Hello, so today I'm going to be filming my favourite independent places to visit in Bath. So I'm going to talk about cafes, pubs, restaurants and like bars and things like that. So yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and let's get into it. So yeah, obviously I am a student who's lived in Bath for like nearly 4 years now. So yeah, I feel like I do have quite a good kind of perspective on like what places are good and what aren't. Yeah, obviously most of these places are good for students, but they also are good for other people as well. If you're like someone who's visiting Bath for the first time, hopefully you'll find this video helpful, even though it's from a student perspective. I'm going to start off with cafes. A lot of these I've discovered probably in the past year or so. Sweet Little Things. This is a very Instagrammy kind of cafe. Like you'll probably see it a lot from like beauty bloggers and things like that. It's a very kind of pink, flowery, floral. Cafe. To be fair, the food in there is really nice. I've been in there for like cake before and also brunch. Yeah, Sweet Little Things, really nice, very central in town. It's kind of, obviously if you haven't visited Bath, it's quite hard to explain, but if you're kind of at whenever I say the bottom of town, I feel like that's where the bus station is, and then the top of town's more like where the Crescent is. So yeah, it's more near the bottom of town, sort of by like Westgate where the shopping is. So yeah, as I said, it's down there, down a little side street, really easy to find. Yeah, it's near Carphone Warehouse if you want to know where it is. The next one is Boston Tea Party. There's actually two of these in Bath. So there's one in Kingsmead Square, again quite central, near to the bottom of town. Very close to Wetherspoon's pub. I'm sure you'll probably go there if you go to Bath. Yeah, so there's a smaller one down there. There's also one like right at the top of town, on Alfred Street. That's my personal favourite one. It's a lot bigger in there, more chilled out, the vibe. To be honest, I've never been in the one in Kingsmead Square, but yeah, me and my friends used to go to the one all the time on Alfred Street, on like during the week for like little catch-ups and stuff. As I said, it's so big in there. It's really nice to study in because it's not too noisy. But as I said, like it's less like of a girly kind of your typical Instagram cafe. Yeah, very gender neutral. The food and drink is slightly cheaper in there as well compared to Sweet Little Things. But yeah, always had a good experience there. One of my favourite places for hot chocolate as well because it's not too sweet. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Boston Tea Party. No, that's a chain, but I don't have any of them near me in Surrey, so that's why I've kind of included this in this video. Like I do want to just focus on like independent cafes and stuff in this video, because you can get a Wetherspoons and like ASK and that anywhere in the country. So yeah, the next one is the Bath Coffee Company, again back in Kingsmead Square, so near the bottom of town. Definitely one of the cheaper places I've been to. There was one day when my godmother and my mum and my brother came to visit me, and like because it was Christmas market time, it was just like so busy everyone, and all we wanted to do was just sit down and have a nice like cup of like coffee or like hot chocolate, and almost every cafe was full apart from this one, even though it was one of the smaller cafes. I'd never really heard of it, to be honest, but as I said, it's one of the smaller cafes. It's not one of your typical Instagram cafes, but as I said, it's definitely one of the cheapest. I managed to get 4 hot drinks for like £10, which is pretty good in Bath. Yeah, the staff in there were really friendly as well, and yeah, I don't think I've got any photos of that, but as I said, it was nice, and like you'll see the big sign outside it. The next one is the Good Day Cafe. This one is one of my favourites again. Really pretty. It's kind of like got a grey and pink theme going through it. It is quite small, so if you're going on a weekend you might not be able to get in, but probably now with coronavirus you've probably got to book ahead anyway. But they also do home deliveries as well if you want to try out their brownies. Their brownies are amazing. I did order a box when I finished my second year, back to my home in Surrey. But yeah, as I said, Good Day Cafe, really pretty. It's got a lot of seating upstairs, so if you're like, there's like a big group of you, that's quite a good place to go. but also they do takeaway as well. Yeah, again, that's more kind of up the high street in Bath, I would say, nearer to the kind of Weir. But yeah, so I would really recommend it. It's down a side road, but again, you can see it quite clearly because it has like a big window display. This one is the Bridge Cafe. Again, it's quite a small one on the Pulteney Bridge, obviously by the name. I hadn't been in there until like this year of uni, just because, as I said, where it is on literally on the Pulteney Bridge, it's got such a pretty view. But there's only about 4 tables in there, and obviously because of that and like lots of tourists go, like it's so hard to get into. But I would say if you're going, definitely go on a weekday and you'll probably get a seat in there. But as I said, the view is really nice. They do like massive hot chocolates with like squirty cream on them and stuff. And yeah, it's just, as I said, it's a little bit cramped in there, but the view is really pretty. So yeah, if you want a good view, that's the cafe to go to. Next one is Cafe Au Lait. I'm not good at French. This one is where is cafe? So this one is really close to the train station actually. So if you want somewhere, if you want to grab a drink quickly before you go home or whatever, or after you've got off the train, this is a really good one to go to. Not like one of my top 5, I would say, but I've had a nice hot chocolate in there regardless. It's quite a quiet cafe, so if you prefer a chilled out vibe, that's probably a better place to go. But yeah, it's really nice in there, so would recommend it. Final one is Mrs. Potts Chocolate House. I think this is like a kind of chain of like cafes. So they have another one in Bristol as well. Oh, I've just missed one, but anyway. So yeah, there is definitely a Mrs. Chocolate Potts in Bristol as well, but they've just opened one in Bath. This one is really close to the Roman Baths. Again, you get a really nice view from it. It is quite expensive, I will say that, I think, just because where it is in Bath is literally right in the centre, in a very touristy spot. So yeah, I think I got a drink and a brownie in there for like £9, which is like extortionate, I know, but they did put like chocolate over the top of it as well. To be honest, when I first visited, it was literally when it just opened, so it wasn't quite done up inside yet, but as I said, the view was really pretty. You got to see like onto the kind of square where the Abbey and the Roman Baths are. And then the final one I've written down is the Society Cafe. Again, there's 2 of these in Bath, and I think also that's a chain as well. There's one in like Oxford, Bristol, all over the country, but as I've never heard of it before I went to Bath. So yeah, the main Society Cafe is again Kingsmead Square near Wetherspoons. So it's just basically, it's on like 2 floors. Really, probably one of my favourite hot chocolates in there as well. Again, a really nice place to study. They've got bigger tables downstairs, so if you want to bring your friends or whatever and do assignments, a lot of people go there to study. Again, quite chilled out vibes in there, which I really, really like. So yes, would definitely recommend. There's also another Society Cafe, kind of, it's like on the edge of a place called the Corridor, I think. So it's kind of a place where there's like little independent shops and there's more restaurants down there as well. Again, that bit is closer to like the bridge, the Pulteney Bridge, where the big like river reservoir thing is. So if you wanted, like, it's more of a takeaway place. I know they do have tables in there, but as I said, the main Society Cafe holds like more space if you want to sit down and have a drink. So yeah. So I'm going to go on to restaurants. To be honest, I don't really eat out that much when I'm at uni. Just one, because it's expensive, and 2, I just never really feel the need to. Obviously, I go out for people's birthdays, but a lot of the time we do go to places like Wetherspoons or like Pizza Express, whatever, just because we can get vouchers so it's cheaper. But for like more independent places, I have got a few written down. The first one is Tapas Revolution. Again, I know this is a bit of a cop-out because it's a chain. There is a Tapas Revolution. Where's one I went to? There's one in Westfields in Stratford, was it? I've definitely been to another one, but that was more, it wasn't really like a restaurant, it was like in the middle of a shopping centre. But the one in Bath is like a proper restaurant. Really good food in there, really good service. The waiters are really, really nice. Me and Mum literally always go whenever she comes down to see me in Bath. A bit pricey, so I think what we usually get, like, there's like a deal which is like £25, but it's like tapas for 2 people, and then we usually order a few extras on the side of that, and then we just get like whatever drinks we want. So yeah, a little bit on the pricey side, but worth it for a nice treat. The next one is the Oven. The Oven is like a pizza place. I think, did they do other food? I'm not sure, but I had pizza in there before. Really, really nice. Again, it's quite, I wouldn't say it's central in Bath, but like it's a little bit further from Kingsmead Square. But yeah, it's like a proper Italian restaurant. All the waiters in there are Italian. A really good service as well. It's quite small, so it gets quite hot and like cramped, but if you like that kind of thing on like a Friday night or whatever, you probably really like it in there. The next one is Green Park Brasserie. So this is very close to Wetherspoons. It's actually opposite where I used to live in Bath. I've never actually eaten in there, but my mum had her work Christmas do in there, so I went in there for like a drink, and it was like a really nice vibe. Again, the waiters were really good on their service, and yeah, as I said, my mum said the food was really nice in there, so if you want a bit of a nice treat maybe when your parents come and visit you, the Green Park Brasserie would be really, really nice. And they do like live music in there as well, I think, so yeah, they kind of cater for everything. Something that's joined onto that is the Bath Pizza Co. So I think they kind of use the kitchen from Green Park Brasserie. It's basically on the back of it, and then after that is like where the big Sainsbury's is, near Oldfield Park. But yeah, Bath Pizza Co is a takeaway place, but you can eat like outside of the little kitchen area. The pizzas in there are about £10 or £11 depending what toppings you get, and yeah, literally one of my favourite pizza places ever. It's just so nice, the bases are so thin. It feels like proper like Italian pizza. So yeah, definitely go to Bath Pizza Co if you like pizza. And then another one I've got is the Roman Bath Kitchen. So you can probably guess this is very close to the Roman Bath, it's literally right opposite it. So yeah, if you're in that bit of town during the day, I would definitely recommend going in there. They have a lot of seating. They have like an upstairs, downstairs, and like a big outdoor area. I've eaten in there a few times for lunch and dinner. Yeah, had really good meals every time I've been in there. Christmas dinner was really nice in there as well. It was a little bit pricey, maybe like £10 or £11 for a meal, but I think if you want to pay money for good food, it's worth it. So yeah, definitely would recommend the Roman Bath Kitchen. I'm going to talk about pubs, bars and clubs. I know it seems like a lot in one section of a video, but yeah, I've kind of whittled it down to my favourite personally. Obviously there is more than what I've just written here, but as I said, from my personal experience, these are my favourite places to go to. So the first one is the Brewhouse, near to Green Park in Bath. As I said, near to where the Green Park Brasserie is, right next to Wetherspoons as well. So if you don't like it, then you can always go on to Wetherspoons. But yeah, it's a really nice vibe in there. It's got a massive kind of marquee out the back of it where people can go to smoke, and there's like, what's it called, table tennis out there as well. And also at Christmas time they do carols and that, which is so much fun. Me and my brother went there last year. So yeah, I really like the Brewhouse, really good vibes, so yeah. The next one is the Boathouse, so kind of coming out of like the centre of Bath a bit towards where Bath Spa University is. There's a pub called the Boathouse where like boats can actually dock up there and like go in there for a drink. I've had like really good roast dinners in there as well. So yeah, it's definitely more on the countryside of Bath, but it's really, really pretty. Similar to that, I've got the Globe, again literally the closest pub to Bath Spa campus. Really nice being there. I've had a Christmas dinner in there and a roast dinner in there. Yeah, so when I lived on campus I went there a lot, not with like a lot, but whenever my parents came to visit I would kind of go there just because it was close to where I lived. And then sort of going back in more into the centre of Bath, I've got the Cork. So the Cork is more of a student pub. Like they do have like a menu like catered for students, so it's a lot cheaper, but I have seen like at weekends like families and stuff going in there. It's quite big, so it's got like 2 or 3 floors I think, and quite a big smoking area outside with like heaters and stuff. So as I said, on like student nights it's really packed in there. They also show sport, like live sport in there as well. I also had like a social for my course in there as well. So yeah, I really like it in there. Like there's a lot of space for everyone, and like the service in there is really good, and also there's like an app you can download, so when you first go in you can get a free drink, which I've definitely used, so yeah, I really would recommend it. Next one is Juno. This is definitely like a bar, although it's quite cosy, so it's not too fancy or anything. This is definitely more in the centre of Bath, near Southgate, so it's just basically like, they do food like pizza and like chips and like burgers and things like that, but I've definitely been in there more for like drinks. So yeah, there's pool tables upstairs, which is really nice. Again, it's quite small, but you can definitely go in there with like a group of friends if you want to, especially upstairs. There's like a lot of space upstairs. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite places. Next one is Sub 13. This is like a cocktail bar, more at the top of the high street, kind of nearby the Crescent. So you can go in there for 2 for 1 cocktails like most nights, I think, apart from weekends maybe. Not sure, but yeah, I've been in there once with my friend, and yeah, we had a really nice time in there. Definitely more of a dressy place. So yeah, just be a little bit aware. They won't tell you where anything, but like when you go in, they do see a lot of people that are like kind of dressed up quite smart. So yeah, but as I said, it's quite nice and quite sort of dimly lit. Maybe nice for like a date night maybe, but yeah. The next one is Turtle Bay. Like, I do know Turtle Bay is a chain. There's one here in Guildford near to where I live, but the Turtle Bay in Bath is really nice. It's quite big, and like whatever day of the week you go, like there's always a good vibe in there. Like, it's always quite busy, especially in the evenings. I've been in there during the day with my mum, it's quite quiet, but definitely like in the evenings it's like really good vibes, mixture of students and like adults and stuff. So yeah, I've always loved Turtle Bay, and you get 2 for 1 cocktails in there as well, so winning all round. The next one is the Westgate. I've only been in here once, but it was quite a nice big pub, so there's like a big group of you. Like, I've seen a lot of people go in there with like hen parties or like stag do's or whatever. It's not always like that, but yeah, I definitely say it's like a big group of you. They do have like quite a lot of space for like big tables and things, and the drinks were kind of cheaper in there as well. So yeah, I quite liked it in there. The next one is the Boathouse. So the Boathouse is literally almost up the other side of Bath. You can walk there from the city centre, so it's more if you go over like Pulteney Bridge towards where the circus is, nearby the, I think it's the Holborn Museum. Yeah, there's like a big museum like up on the other side of the bridge. There's a little pub called the Boathouse. It's quite old, like fashioned, which I quite like. I've only been in there once, as I said, but the beer garden actually backs on to almost where the rugby pitch is in Bath, which I think is quite nice. And sometimes they open up the big gates, you can walk along the river there as well. Yeah, it's a really nice vibe in there. It's quite old fashioned. Another bar is Vignoble. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but me and my friend Saskia went there, oh my god, back in October. To be honest, I never heard of it. Like, we went through like a little kind of shopping centre called Milson Place, which has a lot of like high-end places. And yeah, we really liked it. No, we actually went there for lunch, so they had like a deal on, I don't know if they still do it now, but it was making $9.95 for a glass of like wine, any wine you wanted, and then like a little kind of antipasti type thing. It was really, really nice. We even ordered extra bread. They didn't charge us extra for it. So yeah, I would really recommend going there. Maybe if your mum has come down or your dad or whatever. It's quite like, it's not like too fancy, but like it's a little bit more special than just going to like a pub or something. And then I'm going to talk about 3 clubs. I have done a video before where I've spoken about all the different clubs in Bath. But yeah, that's kind of why I refilmed this video, because I feel like that video is a bit outdated now. So, but yeah, I will leave that link down below as well. Just because if you want to hear more about the club kind of vibe in Bath, that's probably a good one to watch. As I said, I'm not a huge clubber anyway, but I have been to all the clubs in Bath. And obviously I think if you want more of like a big Prism or like Pop World, Bristol is your place to go. But obviously Bath does have its clubs as well. So my first favourite, probably my top club, is Mole. I've had so many fun nights in Moles. It's like an underground club. I think it's one of the oldest places in Bath, but yeah, always had a good night there. You'll probably see people you know as well if you go to the unis. And yeah, I've always had, like I said, I love a Cheese Tuesday, and Saturday night's quite good there as well, so 100% recommend. The next one is Ponana or Pose. So again, this one is nearer to the bridge, nearer the Parade Gardens. Throwback Thursday is really fun there, and Propaganda on a Friday is really good as well, if you prefer like indie music. And also in Ponana's is a lot bigger than like Moles is, so it's like easier to find people, and it's less like hot and cramped and stuff. So yeah, really good fun. And the next one is Second Bridge at 2. I've only been in there once, but I know a lot of people really like it. So again, if you don't like cheese music or like indie music and you prefer like hip hop music, Second Bridge is your place to go. Slam on a Thursday night apparently is really, really good. I've only been there once, but it didn't last very long, so I went to Ponana instead. So yeah, that is... those are all my favourite places to go in Bath. So whether you want to find a new cafe, restaurant, pub, bar or club, I hope I've covered everything in this video. Yeah, I have done a video as well where I've literally walked around the whole of Bath, like nice places to like look at and see. So I'll link that down below as well as the previous version of this video too. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you soon. Bye.